Yeah, good evening. Yesterday you studied relationships. How many relationships are there? Two relationships. What are those? Is a relationship, has a relationship. Is a relationship, how many objects created? One object. Has a relationship? Two objects. Say, for example, one more example I'll give. In real time where we use, say, file open. See, for example, class student. Here, integer roll number, string name, float, so suppose string address and integer landline number. Okay, these are best example to understand. Now, still I didn't explain about strings. Strings are not completed. Arrays completed, classes completed, but strings interfaces not completed. That's what present I'm not giving code here. For understanding is a relationship, as a relationship, code snippet I'll give. Strings not completed. String handling is separate topic is there. Okay. See, string arrays completed. Arrays again with collections. Further I'll explain. That is also not completed. Introduction only over. Introduction only. Arrays with collections possible. Collections, many collections are there. 30 plus collections I'll teach. Because collections framework is a most important topic in the core Java. You attend any interview, minimum 3-4 questions comes from collection, compulsory. So that is the most important topic. Okay. See, it is student class. Now, roll number, name, address, landline number, one class. I want to modify this class without modifying single character in that class. So then what we'll do? We'll inherit class student2 extends student. Here integer mobile number, string mail ID. If I write like this. Now here student2 S2 equal to new student2. If I write like this, student2 S2 equal to new student2. If I write, then here object created for student2 class. Student2 class is subclass object or superclass object? Subclass object. Then memory allocated to both superclass and subclass. See, like this object created. Student2 object. It is student2 object. This object here, roll number, name, address, landline number. Like this. Here, mobile number, mail ID. Mail ID. Like this are written. This object referred by S2. This object referred by S2. Like this. Here, right side object created. Right side. Student2 object created. That object referred by S2. In this object, student class members also present. Student2 class members also present. Okay. So, identification purpose, one more circle I am writing. This circle is not an object. Student. Now, in this case, this roll number name, how many times required in student2 class? One time or many times? One time only required. One time required means is a relationship. More than one time required means has a relationship. I given general example also yesterday. Okay. Say car and vehicle. Car and vehicle I given example. No. Car is a vehicle or car has a vehicle. Car is a vehicle. Vehicle properties inherited in car. Vehicle means like gears, clutch, something required, no? Vehicle properties. Vehicle properties inserted in car. One time only inserted. One time. That's what is a relationship required. Here also, roll number, name. One time only required here. That's what is a relationship. In is a relationship, one object only will be there. In that object only, these members also present. Okay. Write this one. In the above example, student 2 is a student. In the above example, student 2 is a student, is a relationship. Student 2 object created. That object contains student members, student 2 members. Student members inserted in student 2 class. Student members inserted in student 2 class. Yesterday, you studied access modifiers also. How many access modifiers are there? 4. What are those? Private, protected, public, what is it? No name. Which is default? Year. Year for these all variables, which access modifier present? No name. Can we access here? Can we access in subclass? Yes or no? Yes. Without specifying access modifier, if you write any variable or any method or any class, that scope is within the package. So subclass also we can access. Within the entire package you can access. That is yesterday given. Okay. That's what we can access. Suppose if I write private here, can we access here roll number? No. If I write private here, we cannot access. Like that. If you want to protect, if you want to restrict, you can do private also. That depends upon situation. Further, we'll see some more examples. Is it over? Student 2 object contains student members also. Student 2 object contains student members also. So A class, B class, yesterday given. B is the A class members present in B class. Like that, student members present in student 2 object. So in the above example, student 2 is a student. This is a relationship. Is it over? See, one more example, see. Suppose class address, okay, integer employee number, string name, integer employee number, string name. After this, okay, sorry, 1 minute. Just only address fields I'll write. Only address. String house number. String street. String city. Integer pin code. Let us written. It's one class. It is one more class, employee. Now here integer employee number, string name. Now here between employee class and address class, any relation is there now? No relation. Yeah, address class is individual, employee class is individual. There is no relation between address class, employee class. Now I want to make a relationship. Employee requires address also. Suppose if I write extends address, if I write, then address properties, house number, street, city, pin code. How many times inserted in employee class? One time. One time. Suppose that employee having two addresses. One is permanent address, one is present address. Then which relationship better? Has a relationship. So what he can do, here only he can create. Here only address 1 equal to new address. Again address ADD2 new address. So then what will happen? Employee has two addresses. One is permanent address, one is present address. But in this case, we have to go for has a. Because this address 2 times required. 2 times. So this employee only having house number, street, city, pin code. Again one more address, again house number, street, city, pin code. So it is permanent address, it is present address. 2 addresses. Like this. Multiple times required means we have to go for has a relationship. In this case, what will happen? See, if I create object, what will happen? See, in this case, suppose employee equal to new employee. Now, first here employee object created. Employee object created. See, employee object. Now, employee members. Employee object referred by E. Employee members. What are the employee members are there? Employee number. Next, name of the employee. Next, employee number is a member of employee. Name also member of employee. Next, address 1, address 2. These 2 also members of employee class. Okay. So ADD1, ADD2. These 2 also members of employee class. But this object reference contains object. See, this object reference. Here, address. One more object. Here, one more object. 2 addresses. These are address objects. Address object. It is also address object. Okay. Here, house number, street. See, house number, street, city, pin code. Here also house number, street, city, pin code. Okay. This object referred by this one. This object referred by this one. Now you observe employee object I created right side. Employee object. Whenever employee object is created, memory located to employee number, name, address 1, address 2. But address 1 contains one address object. So this object, another address object here. This is referred by ADD1. This is referred by ADD2. Here house number, street, city, pin code. House number, street, city, pin code. Like this. Now in this example, employee has a address. So in the above example, employee has a address. Has a address. Now here how many objects are there now? 3 objects are there. This employee object, 2 address objects. Employee class object also, address class object also. I given yesterday, car and wheel relationship has a, how many wheels? A number of. Here also a number of. One requirements is a, one time. Many times requirements has a. Like that you have to select. Employee having 2 addresses. One is permanent address, one is present address. That's what, like this. Write this one. So depends upon situation, we'll select. So in the above example, employee has an address. Or see, up to here, inheritance related concepts you learn. Up to here, inheritance related concepts. You learn one principle completed. Okay. How many object-oriented principles are there? 4. What are those? Encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. First, I started with inheritance only. Okay. Inheritance related concepts completed. Now, not over. So here employee object created. This object referred by E. Employee members memory located. Employee number, name, address 1, address 2. Like this. This address 1 refers another object. Address 2 refers another object. These members present here. Okay. Now, is there any superclass, subclass here? No superclass, no subclass. If extends right, then only superclass, subclass. If extends is there, then only you can call superclass, subclass. It is not a superclass, it is not a subclass. Here, address class object is a member of employee class. This is called composition. So, address class object is a member of employee class. This address class object is a member of employee class. Like that. Now, this ADD1, ADD2, references of which class? Address class. Members of which class? Employee class. Like that. Okay. Next. Polymorphism. Note. Next heading, polymorphism. Polymorphism. Now see, the ability to take more than one form is called as polymorphism. The ability to take more than one form is called as polymorphism. The ability to take more than one form is called as polymorphism. See, house number, dashes will be there, no? 1 dash, 2 dash. Can we store in integer? Can we store in integer? House number. That's the reason string. Pin code also, you can take string if you want. Like that. Okay. Final keyword you already studied. Permanent address, present address. That is, I explained everything. Listen carefully. Now see, polymorphism, the ability to take more than one form is called as polymorphism. Okay. Now, poly means many. Morphism means forms. And polymorphism means many forms. Note down. Poly means many, morphism means forms, polymorphism means many forms. Field keyword is not there. Field keyword is not there. Your doubts, write it in notebook. End of the session, I'll give time. At that time, you can ask. Okay, your doubts, you write it in your notebooks. End of the class, I'll give time for doubts. At the time, you can ask. Field keyword is not there. Field nothing but variables. Poly means many, morphism means forms, and polymorphism means many forms. See, the ability to take more than one form is called as polymorphism. Poly means many, morphism means forms, and polymorphism means many forms. For example, I'm teaching Java. This Java, different places, different types I'm teaching. Like different type of trainings will be there, no? Academic training, job seeker training, project oriented training, corporate training, like different task-based training, different types will be there. Whatever you are required, that type I'm teaching. Suppose this is job seeker training. Actually, your target is you want to get a job in MNC. Your target is you want to get a job in MNC. For you, whatever required, that is I'm teaching. That I am teaching here. Suppose corporate training is also I taught. Corporate training, already they got a job. Already they got a job. They are working. For them, Java, one more type. For them, task directly. But like this, if I teach, no one will sit in my class. Like this, if I teach. But like that, if I teach here, no one will sit. First class only, all will jump. Because they are different, here different. That is corporate training. Directly, I'll start task only. These all already know, they know. Directly, I'll teach task only, task programming only. But that one, if I teach here, one person also cannot understand. All will jump. See in the demo only, all will jump. It will happen. Because here I'm teaching instance variable, class variable, local variable, one point, many times, 2-3 times I'm explaining. Still doubts are coming in online, you observe. Okay. If I teach repeatedly also, doubts are coming, no? So your training is different. Corporate training is different. But I'm teaching Java different forms. It is nothing but polymorphism. There also I'm teaching Java. Here also I'm teaching Java. Java, many forms. Java only, many forms I'm teaching. It is nothing but polymorphism. Many forms. Suppose example, one more example. You are speaking with parents. You are speaking with friends. You are speaking with faculties. Are you speaking same? No. Okay. Whatever you are speaking with parents one type, friends one type, with faculties one type. So speaking only many forms. Speaking only many forms. It is nothing but polymorphism. Like that in Java programming polymorphism. Now methods you studied overloading, overriding. Methods with the same name with different parameters. What is it? Overloading. Same name, same parameters. Overriding. Okay. Like methods only, many forms. Name same, many forms. It is nothing but polymorphism. That is only introduction I given. Here you will learn very depth. At the time I given an introduction. That knowledge is little bit required to understand constructors. That is the reason I covered there. Now here very depth you will see. Next write it. There are two types of polymorphism. First one, compile time polymorphism. Second one, runtime polymorphism. There are two types of polymorphism. First one, compile time polymorphism. Second one, runtime polymorphism. We can also call this is static polymorphism. This is dynamic polymorphism. So poly means many, morphism means forms. Polymorphism means many forms. That is two types. Compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism we can also call static polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism we can also call dynamic polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism very simple. Dynamic polymorphism very difficult. Okay. So this is very easy. It is overloading. It is overriding. Now overloading comes under compile time. Overriding comes under runtime. Now first compile time polymorphism. Binding of method call statement. Binding of method call statement with method definition. Binding of method call statement with method definition is done at compile time. binding of method call statement with method definition is done at compile time is known as compile time polymorphism. Binding of method call statement with method definition is done at compile time is known as compile time polymorphism. I'll explain with program also. Example, method overloading. Method overloading. Method overloading already you studied, but how it will be compile time polymorphism, I have to explain. This is already written. Learn one, write once again. If two or more methods with the same name and with a different parameters list, then it is said to be method overloading. If two or more methods with the same name and with a different parameters list, then it is said to be method overloading. If two or more methods with the same name and with a different parameters list, then it is said to be method overloading. In method overloading, these are already notes I given, I explained also. So once again, I'll explain here. In method overloading, parameters can be different in number of arguments. Yeah, number of arguments, comma, data types, or order of an arguments. Any one difference should be there. That is overloading. In method overloading, these notes already written, just once again right here. In method overloading, return type can be same or different. Same also valid, different also valid. In method overloading, return type can be same or different. If two or more methods with the same name and with a different parameters list, then it is said to be method overloading. In method overloading, parameters can be different in number of arguments, data types, or order of an arguments. Any one difference required, then it is overloading. See, method overloading already explained definition, and here very depth you will see why it is called compile time polymorphism, how this is related to compile time polymorphism. That is how to explain. Is it over? See, if two or more methods with the same name and with a different parameters list, then it is said to be method overloading. So method name same name, different parameters list, parameters different, that is called overloading. In overloading, parameters can be different in number of arguments, like either 2 argument, 3 argument, like that. Number should be different. Number may be same, but data type should be different. Data type also same, order should be different. Any one difference should be there. That is overloading. Return type same also valid, different also valid. That means name must be same, parameters must be different, return type same also valid, different also valid. For example, see here class demo, here void max, which will take 2 integers, void max, which will take 3 integers. See, now you observe method name same is there. Method name same is there. Here how many arguments? 2 arguments. Here how many arguments? Difference is there, no? So any one difference should be there. Either number of arguments or data types or order of an arguments. Any one difference should be there. Here 2 arguments are there. Here 3 arguments are there. It is called overloading. Suppose if you write like this. Now here 2 arguments. Here also 2 arguments only. But data types different. Here integers are there. Here float is there. Suppose here integer and float. Here float and integer. Here number of arguments same. Data types also same. But order different. Here first integer, later float. Here first float, later integer. Like this, any one difference required. Either number of arguments or data types or order of an arguments. Any one difference is compulsory. And return type, void, same also okay. Here integer, void and integer, different also okay. So name must be same. Name must be same. Parameters must be different. Return type, same also valid, different also valid. Like that, if it is there, it is called overloading. Like that, if it is there, overloading. But this overloading, how it is related to compile time polymorphism? I have to explain. See, for example, void max integer A, integer B, here. If A greater than B, if A greater than B, I'll write return A, else return B. Okay. Here integer I'll write, otherwise, okay, directly here only println system.out.println I'll write. System.out.println A, else system.out.println B. It's on method. One more method, see, void max, which will take 3 integers. 3 integers. If A greater than B and A greater than C, logical AND operator, system.out.println A. If A is not greater, so what will happen here? A compared with B, A compared with C. Here also true, here also true. Both are true means true. Then A printed. Suppose A, if it is not a greater, then what will happen? Either B or C. Either B or C. Again, B greater than A. Like that, no need to compare. Because if A is not greater, then only it will come to B. If A is not greater, then only it will come to B. Again, B greater than A, B greater than C, no need to compare. Only B and C can check. If A is not greater, then only it will check. Then B or C. Else if B greater than C, then system.out.println B. Else C. Else C. System.out.println C. Let us written. Okay. Now, here spelling mistake happened. Println. See, max is a method which takes 2 integers. This max method which takes 3 integers. Method name same. Parameter list is different. It is called overloading. Return type same also valid, different also valid. Okay. Now, after this, these are instance methods or class methods. How do you know? There is no static. How many ways to access? What are those? Object reference. So public, static, void, main, string, args. See, demo d equal to new demo. Now d dot max. If I pass 3 numbers, which method called? First method or second method? Second method. D dot max. If I pass 2 numbers, then first method. Okay. Like this, it will understand. Now, method name same, parameter list different. It is called overloading. Overloading. In overloading, return type same also valid, different also valid. But how it is called compile time polymorphism? Now, first polymorphism or not we'll see. Poly means many. Morphism means forms. Polymorphism means many forms. Max method 2 forms. Max method 2 forms. What is going to perform? It will find the maximum of 2 numbers. What it is going to perform? It will find the maximum of 3 numbers. See, that is also maximum it will find. This is also maximum it will find. But 2 different forms. You are speaking with parents. You are speaking with friends. You are speaking only. But different forms. That is called polymorphism. Here, it is also finding maximum only. It is also finding maximum only. But 2 different forms. That is called polymorphism. But why it is called compile time polymorphism? See the definition. Binding of method call statement with method definition is done at compile time is known as compile time polymorphism. Before going to that one, you already studied method components, no? Remembered or forgot? No, I'll ask question, give me answer. Those who remembered, give me. Only this part is called, what is it? Method name and arguments is called, give me answer. Only one person give an answer. One person given right answer. She gave right answer, but no one given. Already taught this one. Method name and arguments is called method signature. Method signature. Okay. Return type and method signature is called method declarator. Declaration different, declarator different given. Okay, online students also 3 members given right answer. 4 members given. 5, 6. Total 6 members given right answer. Okay. So offline 2, 3 members given. Online 6 members given right answer. Now, see here method name and arguments is called method signature. Return type and method signature, it is called method declarator. Method declarator. Now, if semicolon is there, declaration. That is, I didn't explain till. Method with semicolon also possible. That is next feature. Abstract method concept. Okay, abstraction principle. At that time we'll study. Okay, method declarator. Method declarator. Open brace to close brace. Open brace to close brace is called method body. Method body. Open brace to close brace is called method body. Okay. Now, here method declarator and method body totally called method definition. Method definition. Method definition. Method definition we are calling here. This is called method calling statement or method call statement we can call. Okay. Method call statement or method calling statement. These arguments are called actual arguments. These arguments are called formal arguments. Can I call actual parameters? Can I call formal parameters? Yes, we can call. Okay. Actual parameter, formal parameter, like that also you can call. Now, according to definition, binding of method call statement with method definition is done at compile time. That is called compile time polymorphism. See, it is method call statement. It is method call statement bound with this definition at compile time, while compiling only done. Binding of this method call statement with this method definition done at compile time. That is called compile time polymorphism. It is actually polymorphism, but binding done compile time. That's what it is called, compile time polymorphism. Like that we are calling. Okay. Now, it is by compile time polymorphism example. Write this program. So actually, according to Sun Micro system, it is also not compile time polymorphism, but it is happening. Interviews like accepting this one answer. Actually, object created runtime only, no? New dynamic memory allocation. Object created runtime. Runtime memory allocation, this one. So actually, according to Sun Micro system, compile time polymorphism not there in Java. Not there in Java. But people are calling like this only. This is only they are accepting. That is the reason I given like this only. Actually, according to Sun Micro system, compile time polymorphism not there. Not there. But that answer, few people only know. This is only many people they know. Okay. That is the reason. Actually, object is created runtime only. Object is created runtime means everything runtime only in Java. Okay. But method overloading only calling compile time polymorphism, it's happening. That's what I given like that. Write this one. So online students, if any doubts are there, just write it in your notebook. End of the session, I'll give time for doubts. At the time you can ask. If any doubts are there, just write it in your notebook. End of the session, I'll give time for doubts. At the time you can ask. Is it over? So this method call statement bound with this one. This method call statement bound with first definition. Okay. Is it over? See, next runtime polymorphism. Next runtime polymorphism. Note down. Runtime polymorphism. Binding of method call statement with method definition is done at runtime is called as runtime polymorphism. So that is compile time, this is runtime. Okay. Binding of method call statement with method definition is done at runtime is called runtime polymorphism. Binding of method call statement with method definition is done at runtime is called as runtime polymorphism. Example, method overriding. Method overriding. Method overriding. Method overriding. If two or more methods with the same name and with the same parameters list, then it is said to be method overriding. If two or more methods with the same name and with the same parameters list and with the same name and with the same parameters list, then it is said to be method overriding. If two or more methods with the same name and with the same parameters list, then it is said to be method overriding. Return type rule, I'll explain after program. Return type rule. Return type same or different, that is after a program I'll explain. First program I'll explain. If two or more methods with the same name and with the same parameters list, then it is said to be method overriding. See, overloading different, overriding different. Overriding means same name, same parameters. Overloading means same name, different parameters. The difference can be number of arguments, data types, or order. Any one difference should be there. That is overloading. But here, same name, same parameters. See, for example, here. Here also, okay, I'll remove this definition. I'll remove this one. I'll remove this one. Suppose here integer x, integer y. I'll remove this. Now method name max. Method name max. Here two integers. Here two integers. Data type same. Order same. Everything same. It is variable name. Variable name, nothing not considered. Okay. If I call max method with two arguments, ambiguity comes. Which should be called either this or this. That's what same not possible in the same class. Note, methods cannot be overridden in the same class. Methods cannot be overridden in the same class because of ambiguity. to call. Methods cannot be overridden in the same class because of ambiguity to call. Methods cannot be overridden in the same class because of ambiguity to call. While calling, ambiguity comes. Compiler cannot understand. JVM cannot understand which should be called. Methods cannot be overridden in the same class because of ambiguity to call. So same if you write like this, if you call suppose demo d equal to new demo, after this d dot max, if you pass 2 arguments. Now if you write like this, what will happen? These 2 arguments means here also 2 arguments, here also 2 arguments. But how it will understand which should be called? So method name same, parameter list also same. If I pass 2, how it will understand? That's what not possible. Methods cannot be overridden in the same class because of ambiguity to call. Now next point, methods can be overridden. Methods can be overridden in inheritance only. Methods can be overridden in inheritance only. So if you want to write method overriding, inheritance required. Inheritance already learned. Now inheritance compulsory here. Methods can be overridden in inheritance only. Now I'll show you. For example, class A, here void show, it's on method. Okay. Class B, here extends A, here one more show, I'll write. Now if I write like this, now is it overloading or overriding? It is overloading or overriding? Overriding. Method name show. Method name show. No arguments. No arguments. Okay. Method name show. Method name show. No arguments. No argument. Same name. Same parameters. Suppose if I write like this. Overloading or overriding? Overloading. Suppose here also if I write like this. Overriding. Okay. Now. So overloading, overriding, you understood. Now here void print. One method I'll write. Here one more method I'll write. Void display. I'll ask some questions. Give me answer. Like this are written. Okay. Now just think yourself and give answer. It can be right answer or wrong answer, whatever it may be. Okay. It can be right answer, wrong answer, whatever it may be. Think yourself and give answer. I'll explain. Whatever you know, with that knowledge, give answer. Now, in this program, how many classes are there? How many classes are there? Online students also respond in chat box. How many classes? 2 classes are there. What are those? A class, B class. Class A, class B. So we have 2 classes. In this program, 2 classes. A class, B class. Between A class and B class, any relationship is there? Is there no? Yes, it is there. Which relationship? Is or has a? Is or has a? Is a relationship is there. Okay? Is a relationship. Is a relationship refers inheritance or composition? Inheritance. Inheritance. So there are 2 classes are there. Between 2 classes, is a relationship is there. A class, B class. Okay. That refers inheritance. Inheritance means creating a new class from an existing class. It's called inheritance. Existed class is said to be superclass. New class is said to be subclass. Here which is superclass? A is superclass. Which is subclass? B is subclass. Okay, already know. Whenever superclass object is created, then memory located to only superclass members. Whenever subclass object is created, then memory located to both superclass and subclass. Okay, these all you given right answers. Now, how many methods defined in A class? How many methods defined in A class? 2 methods. What are those? Show and print. Right. How many methods defined in B class? I'm not asking how many methods are present. How many methods defined in B class? 2 methods only. What are those? Show and display. Okay. A class members inserted in B class. Like that, if you see 4 present. Okay. I asked defined. How many defined? Okay. 2. Now, print method belongs to which class? Print method belongs to which class? A class. Right. Display method belongs to which class? Which class? B class. Right. Show method belongs to which class? Confusion started, no? Confusion started or not? Now, how many methods defined in A class? 2 methods. How many methods defined in B class? That defining is okay. Belongs to word different, defining is different. Okay. Now, print method belongs to A class. Okay. Display method belongs to B class. Show method belongs to which class? A class, B class, both the classes. Confusion started, no? Now, how many people answer belongs to A class? Just raise your hand. Online students also. Okay. Here, how many students are belongs to A class? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 offline, 15 online. Okay. Now, how many people answer belongs to B class? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 offline, 11 online. Next. How many people answer belongs to both the classes? 6, 8, 10, 14, 18. Okay, majority, both the classes. Majority, both the classes. Now, but remaining people, all not given answers. So it did not belongs to A class, it did not belongs to B class. Like that also answer is there. Like that also answer is there. Now, belongs to word different, defining word different. Belongs to word different. Suppose, for example, one general example I'll take. Then all will give right answer. If I take general example, suppose yesterday relationships I given, no? Apple and fruit and a car and vehicle. Like that all people given right answer. Like that one general example. After that again I'll ask question. First one general example I'll explain. Okay. And now one general example. Suppose your family 5 members are there. Assume your family 5 members are there. But 5 or 10 leave it. Okay, maybe your family 2 members, 3 members or leave it. Okay. Assume your family 5 members are there. Okay, staying in Hyderabad. Your relatives family staying in village. There also 5 members are there. Assume. Okay. Relatives family 5 members staying in village. Your family staying in Hyderabad. There also 5 members. Here also 5 members. Relatives relation is there. It's a class, B class relation is there, no? A class like a relatives family staying in village. Your family like a B class staying in Hyderabad. Okay. From relatives family, one person came to Hyderabad to learn Java course. Okay. To learn Java course, he came to Hyderabad. He wants to stay in your home. Will you allow or not? Relation is there. Already I said relation is there. Relatives family. Okay. Now, present, how many people are staying in Hyderabad? 6 members are there. Okay. Now, one government employee will come to your home for counting population. Counting population. How many people details he'll give? He'll observe 6. But then what he'll say? He is my relative. He is not belongs to our family. Now give me answer. Show method belongs to A class or B class or both the classes. What is it? A class. A class show method came to B class. What in point? From relatives family, one person came to Hyderabad, he is staying in your home. But that person not belongs to your family. He's staying in your home. But that person not belongs to your family. You will treat like a family member. But according to government record, that person not belongs to your family. Okay? You may treat like a family member only. But you are treating it, that is not considered, no? According to government record. That according to government record, his address is there only. Address he can write present address. That is permanent address. This is present address. One person having 2 addresses. Present address, permanent address. See, he completed Java course. He'll prepare one resume. He'll write your address also. Present address. Permanent address, village address. So one person only having 2 addresses. One method only having 2 definitions. Year 1 definition, year 1 definition. But belongs to word different, no? The person belongs to that family only. Is staying in your home. Is using your address. So, show method belongs to A class only. It is redefined in B class. So, one method having 2 definitions. One person having 2 addresses. Like that. So, overriding means that is concept. This is also, word belongs to A class only. Defined in B class. A class show method only overridden in B class. A class show method overridden in B class. Is it clear now? Program we'll see tomorrow. It takes more time. Okay. Online student, just wait 5 minutes. Online student, just wait 5 minutes. Now, online students. Online students, if any doubts are there, now you can ask. Neha, what is your doubt, Neha? Has a relationship, Harsha. Has a relationship. Has a relationship. I explained just now, has a relationship. Has a relationship, what will happen? Object created like this. Now, class A. Here, if you create object like this, A, OB equal to new A. If you write like this. So, A class object, it's a member of B class. This is called has a relationship. Samir Pasha, yeah. That is last topic. It is not completed. Tomorrow it will be continued. Tomorrow I'll take about that very depth. Just I given introduction only today. Tomorrow very depth I'll explain. HTML Oracle CSS batch. HTML Oracle CSS batch. I forgot to find out. I'll tell you tomorrow. I forgot to find out. I'll tell you tomorrow. Next. See, if any doubts are there, like this, end of the session, I'll get time for doubts. It is better. Okay, it is better. End of the session, I'll ask. You can ask. Field keyword not there, Neha. Field keyword is not there. Yeah, you are asking as an experienced person, but there is no field keyword. Field keyword is not there. Record concept is there. Field not there. That is final class. Final class cannot be inverted. Is a relationship nothing but inheritance program only? Yes. Ashwini Kumar, yes. Neha, that field keyword is not there. Final, finally not same. Asma. Final is different. Finally is different. Finally is a block. It is not completed. In exception handling, I'll teach. Neha, yeah, field keyword is not there. But if you ask perfect question, I can give answer. If you want, say question is wrong actually. If you want to restrict, final keyword is there. Then we cannot extend. This is error. This is error. Final class cannot be inverted. But your question, if you ask in a proper way, I can give answer. What you asked is, if you don't want to inherit, then final we use. Any other doubt? In full stack Java, total number of batches. Like Java modules, first class demo I given, 5 modules will be there. Yeah, because temporary address, permanent address, single class or separate class. Single class, 2 separate class, if you write, reusability comes. If we don't want to inherit, we use final keyword. If you want to allow particular class only, Permits keyword is there. Permits. Permits recently came. Permits keyword. We can restrict to one particular class only, like that. Permits. That recently came. Java 15 feature. Advanced Java you cannot learn, Umesh. Umesh, present you cannot start because up to exception handling knowledge is required. Then you'll understand Advanced Java. List of 50 keywords. Like if you learn up to exception handling, you'll get it all keywords. Almost maximum keywords you'll get it. If you don't want to allow to inherit funnel keyword, if you want to allow to inherit only one particular class, permits keyword is there. That is recently came. New features category, I'll explain. Advanced Java new batch date not yet decided. It takes time. Any other? We'll see continuation tomorrow. So further like this, if any doubt comes, just write it in your notebooks. End of the session, I'll give time for doubts. At the time you can ask. It is better. Because this class is online and offline. And different doubts comes, I'll accept. But new people will get a confusion. Those are learning very first time Java. Those people will get a confusion in the middle if you ask. The two chat box also have to see. Your online, offline students also will be there. Okay. This online and offline, both are parallelly going on. No? And that too, new people will get a confusion. If the question is not related to other topic, if it related to other topic, that will be happen. So end of the session, I'll give time. At the time you can ask. And also my mail ID, I'll give any time you can mail to my mail ID. See here yahoo.com. I think few people they are sending to gmail.com. But I checked your mail. Neha, you said you gave mail, but I didn't receive. I think you written Gmail or something. It is yahoo.com, my mail ID. Venkatesh.mansani@yahoo.com. This is my mail ID. If you give spelling mistake also, if you give Gmail also, I cannot receive, no? Initialization means integer x equal to asma. Yeah. Integer x equal to 10 if you write, it is called initialization. Demo d equal to new demo if you write, it is called instantiation. Integer x equal to 10 if you write, that is called initialization. Demo d equal to new demo if you write, that is called instantiation. Instantiation means object creation. Vikram, my mobile number if I give also no use, because 10 hours I'll be in a class only. I won't leave the phone also. That's what mail ID I'm giving. Morning to evening 5 classes I'm taking. 10 hours maximum I'll be in a classroom only. I won't leave the phone also. That's what mail ID I'm giving. Neha, I didn't receive your mail. You asked you mailed. You said you mailed, but I didn't receive. Yeah, inheritance notes I'll share. We'll see continuation tomorrow.